Network neutrality, the spectrum, the broadcast flag, DRM, trusted computing, free and open source software, the DMCA, DCSS, peer-to-peer, Betamax, MGM versus Grokster, fair use, software patents, patent reform, EULAs, database protection, international harmonization of intellectual property, WIPO, Creative Commons, free culture, the darknet. These are all things that I'm betting, because you're here, both at the Pioneer Awards and at this conference, that many of you think of, read about, pay attention to one, several, maybe even all of these subjects. I certainly do. I know that all of us at EFF do. And the question occurs once in a while to me when I get up in the morning and I come to work. Why? What is the background thing that unites all of these things that we know matter? I'm sure I often read the stories about these subjects knowing in my heart, knowing in my gut that they matter. They matter in a way that's very important. But it's often hard for me to explain to other people who don't follow these issues, and sometimes even hard for me to understand completely myself why they really matter. What's the bigger context that ties all of those subjects together? And the winner of our next Pioneer Award, Professor Yochai Benkler of Yale Law School, has probably done more than anyone else to tie all of that together and create that context. The context that explains why the network information economy matters, why all of those subjects that I recited are part of it. So I just want to close my introduction of Professor Benkler by reading from what I think is the book that addresses this question the best of all. Professor Benkler's book that was published last year in 2006 called The Wealth of Networks. And in it, I think it's fitting that in the very last paragraph, on the very last page, he actually distills why all of these things matter, and why we care, and why we should care. These things matter because, to use his words, we have an opportunity to change the way we create and exchange information, knowledge, and culture. By doing so, we can make the 21st century one that offers individuals greater autonomy, political communities greater democracy, and societies greater opportunities for cultural self-reflection and human connection. We can remove some of the transactional barriers to material opportunity and improve the state of human development everywhere. Perhaps these changes will be the foundation of a true transformation toward more liberal and egalitarian societies. Perhaps they will merely improve, in well-defined but smaller ways, human life along each of these dimensions. That alone is more than enough to justify an embrace of the networked information economy by anyone who values human welfare, development, and freedom. By all means. We're proud to honor Professor Benkler for his work in this book and a number of other articles where he tries to synthesize many of these topics. He is unable to join us tonight, but has sent an audio recording and some slides to express his gratitude, and I will hand it over to Professor Benkler virtually by recording.